Good morning, good morning. Let's see what we can do. Hey, Linda. Hey, Jordan. Good morning. So setting up, you've got 2 blocks and a strap. You've got your blanket. If you don't have a strap, just using a belt or a scarf or a tea towel. Your playlist, September 2020. And so if it's new for you and you haven't used this before, I have my music on an old mini iPad. You can run it off your phone. And so most of us tend to have a phone and a computer. And I know that the preference is to put the class up on the larger screen and then use the smaller device to play into a wireless speaker, or I have it in a wireless earbud, and I just use one to hear the music in one ear and to hear myself in the other. So that's definitely an option. Or if you have a wireless speaker, then you can hook it up to your phone, or this is one of my kids when they were little and they were using these minis, and it's cracked, and it's a great use to put all my music on one device that can't really, it's sort of old and most of the apps have grown too strong for it and can't keep up, but it's perfect for music and podcasts. So if you have any extra device or a phone you've outgrown, it's a really great way to connect you to the music. In particular, next month will be very useful. Each of the tracks there is evocative, is intentional. And so for Sunday morning, you would load 10 bodies kriya. And that's on my Spotify account. So Martha Wallace McAlpin, I'll put that up on the website. You can always click to link. It's just that we're not there yet. So I'll load that on Saturday on the website. But for today, it is on Spotify, and you can load 10 bodies if you want to be ready. 2 more days of our sequence here. 2 more days. So if you're choosing, your oils go around the navel, up the center line, over the line of the heart, over and right to the base of the throat, that we are digesting that which surrounds us. What we digest feeds our microbiome. Our microbiome becomes that which protects us. The bacteria, which outnumber us 10 to 1, are the ones who are our gatekeepers. And so as we make good sense of the things that we are taking in, we are feeding everything that helps us to defend ourselves, to create boundaries of safety and external. What is internal, what is external, what we keep, what we eliminate. All of these processes residing in the center of the body, and that experience of internal, external, that experience of safety and health really does begin to change the way in which we express ourselves, the way in which we participate. So we're going from the navel all the way up over the heart, all the way up out through the throat. Honoring depth as we go into these last 2 days. Pixie Light Horse keeping us company. Thank you for this day of submergence. Let my journey into what lies beneath the surface be rewarding. Help me to appreciate the weight of my wild and enduring spirit, my traumas, my vulnerabilities. Engulf me in trust in my ability to hold this space inside of me, rich with memories, offerings, passions. Enable those who visit my home deep down to reflect my magic back at me. Commit me to reciprocity. Help me to accept people as works in progress as I accept myself as such. Curtail my judgment when I am invited into their watery dimensions. Teach me to see the best in them and in myself. Thank you for this day of submergence. Palms together, sitting tall, heart high. Ong Namo, I bow to everything outside of me. Everything that guides me, heals me, and holds me. Guru Dev Namo, I bow to everything inside of me. Everything known and unknown, outside and in, we are loved. With me 3 times, inhale. Ong Namo Gurudev Namo. Ong Namo Gurudev Namo. Ong Namo Gurudev Namo. Roll your shoulders, roll your wrists, shake it out. Start your playlist at Celeste and come to belly down. If you're using a blanket, unfold it, starting there. Whoa, shake out your feet, shake out your thighs. Walk your palms forward. Crossing your forearms, put your forehead down. Closing your eyes, deepening your breathing. Dropping into that well of yourself. That well of silence and space. Widening your front body onto the floor. Full acceptance, full reverence, full participation, open. Keep it quiet, keep it soft. Turn over onto your back. Knees bent, feet flat. Elbows down beside you or hands overhead to hold opposite elbow. Cat-cow on your back. Sink your seat, drop your shoulders, peel your spine up. Like you're waking. And roll down. Tail up. Sitting down, heels down, shoulders down, heart high. Exhale, roll down. Maybe just let it move today, inhaling up and exhaling back into the floor. One more. Good. Walk your feet forward and wide. Let your knees drop in and out. Softly turning your hips and your spine from side to side. Soften your inner thighs. Let your knees grow heavier. Let your heels be heavier. Sinking like a stone to the center. Strap over the arch of your right foot. Right leg extends. Arms straight. Hold the strap on either side. Big bend in your elbows. Draw your knee down. Pull your thigh to your body. And then inhale, press into your heel. Be strong. Elbows wide. Draw down. Intentional. Heel high. Extend. Open. Exhale, bend. And then extend. One more. And as you press into your heel, drop your shoulders, drop your hips. Reach your right thigh away from your right shoulder. Your right heel away from your hip. Your toes away from your heel. Keep that and draw your shin a little closer to your face. Hips down. Space in the toes. Holding both straps in your right hand, open the left arm and the right leg. Exhale back to center. Inhale, open wide. Exhale to center. To open. And to close. To open. And pause right where you are. Send your right thigh away from your right shoulder. Straighten your left leg. Drop your left thigh into the floor. Open the space between your shoulders and your hips. Fill it with breath. Right to your feet and spread your toes. Back to the center. Set your strap down. Bend your right knee. Tips of your right toes to your left kneecap. So that you can drop your knee across your body and then inhale back to the center. Exhale, dropping across and returning. Bend your left elbow, palm open, and drop your knee into your palm. Extend and press into your right heel and into your left heel. Bend your right knee, inhale, it comes to your chest. Exhale, press into your heels. Inhale into your chest. Exhale, press to your heels. And one more. As you press into your heels, stay. Scissor your thighs to turn your navel to your right waist. To drop your right ribs to the floor. To spread your toes, to rinse from the arches of your feet to the arch of your diaphragm. And center. Feet flat, hips neutral, shoulders neutral. Strap over the arch of your left foot. Arms straight. Hold the strap where you find it. Bend your elbows wide, draw your left knee down. And then press into your heel as you open out. Exhale, bending. Bring it in. Inhale, extending. Exhale, bend. All out, all out, all out. And press. And stay. Send your left hip away. Your left thigh away from your shoulder. Your heel away from your hip. Toes away from your heel. Bring your shin towards your face. Both straps into the left hand, right arm wide. Open your left arm, your left leg, and your right arm. And back to center. Open your left leg wide to the left and your right arm to the right. and to the center. The last time, reaching your left thigh away from your shoulder. Extend your right leg straight, heel to the floor, back of the right leg toward the floor. Reach into your heels and your hands. Centering. Take your strap, set it down. Bend your left knee and take your left knee across your body to the right. Inhaling up to the center. Exhale across. Take your time, no force. And to center. Right elbow down, right palm open. Catch your left knee in your hand and extend your legs. Press into your heels, flex your feet. Bend your left knee towards your chest. Use your breath in. Press into your heels as you revolve. Breath out. Inhale, bending. Exhale, press, stay. Dropping your left shoulder. Letting your navel turn left, scissor your thighs and reach to your heels. Turn. Bending your knee into the center, feet flat, feel. Knees to the chest, hands to the shins. Here's our exhalation, rinse it out. Extend your legs, heels to the ceiling, hands overhead. Here's your inhalation. Exhale, bend your knees back to a ball. Rinse. Feet to the floor, hips up, hands overhead. Inhale, rise. And exhale, a ball. There's our flow. Eyes closed, heels up, hands up. You know where to go. Exhale, ball. Feet to the floor, hips up, hands up. Make a ball. Inhale, heels up, hands up. Exhale, a ball. Heels down, hips up, hands up. Keep the hips, elbows down. Tuck a shoulder, tuck another. Stay. Heels are heavy, hips float. Elbows, shoulders are heavy. Heart floats. And lengthen, open the space between hips and heart. Fill it with breath. And roll your way down. Wag the tail and set it down. To roll over on your belly. Use all that opening, all that preparation on your belly. Palms down right where your ribs meet the floor. Thighs walk back. Point your toes. Float your feet. Inhale, open your legs. Exhale, elbows together, chin in. Inhale, open. Exhaling in. To open and to close. Inhaling, legs very, very straight, building strength. You can feel it through the length of your spine, the backs of your legs, this posterior chain of muscle. And activate it from the center, right behind your belly button. Move from there. Elbows in, shoulders back, legs straight. 3, 2. And feet together, thighs down, heart high. Walk your elbows down. And then drop your hips into the floor. Melt your thighs wider. Melt your knees wider. Widen the tops of your feet to the floor. And as you widen, drop your tail and lengthen your navel forward. Broaden your collarbones. Open the front of your chest. Hips into the floor. Use your fingertips, lightly drawing your belly button up out of the pelvis. Keep lengthening, elbows down and broad, fingertips lightly drawing you forward. Feel the upper abdomen grow long. Keep all that length as you roll belly down, ribs down, hands out, pinky edge of the hands down to the floor. Float your feet a little closer together, hands high, elbows back, make fists. Inhale, reach out, point your toes. Exhale, fist, draw back in the nose, out the mouth. Inhale, exhale, in, out. In, out. One more. Hands down, feet down, heart up, cobra or press down, only hands and feet upward facing. 3, 2, and knees down, tuck the chin, head falls, hips move side to side. Fold your blanket, front to back, top to bottom, twice, set it aside. Downward facing dog. Palms down and away, hips high, knees soft, arms strong. So spin the base of your thumbs and your first fingers into the floor, and your outer shoulders wrap back, arms open. Walk your feet to your hands, 2 fists fit between your feet. Knees bend. Sit your seat down, your fingers forward, ribs on thighs. Lifting your thumbs, lift your heart, heels down, stand tall. Exhale, sit down. Ribs down, hands down, head down. Inhale, up. Exhale, sit. To rise. And to fold. Rising. Folding. Inhale up. Out and down. Stand tall, hands wide, heels heavy, chest broad, float. And just feel the current you're making, the momentum. Out the hands, out the feet. And then taking your block, step to the right side. Blocks go in front and inside of your big toes, hands wide. Bend your right knee. Left hand down. Right hand high. The block is directly under your left shoulder. Adjust as you need to. Right knee bent, hip back. Stand up. Left knee bends, right hand down. Adjust your block beneath your shoulder. Right shoulder under left. Left knee bent, hip back. And stand up tall. Adding on, right knee bends, left hand down. Right hand overhead, turning the navel right. Inhale up, exhale, look down, inhale, stand tall. Left knee bends. Inhale, reach overhead. Reach up, look down. Inhale up. Right knee bends. Inhale, reach over. And exhale, look down, hands apart, standing up. Left knee bends. Inhale over. And look down, hands apart. And up. Right knee bends. Reach over. Look down, hands apart. Standing up. Last one, left knee bends. Reaching over. Hands apart, look down. Standing up. Step your right foot up beside your left, hands up high, hook your thumbs. And moving side to side. Inhale left, exhale right, eyes closed. a little quicker, a little taller. Five, four, three, two, centering. Inhale and then chin up, 3 more sips. Heart up, chin in, extend your arms, open your elbows. Chin up, exhaling, hands wide and down. But this is the depth that we want to pursue. The gateway, the portal, the way in. Open the door. Blocks together and on their bellies at the front of your mat. Lying in the middle of the mat. Knees bend, feet flat, spine to the floor. Hips up and the hands underneath your seat. Put your toes on the blocks. Draw your right knee up, exhale down. Left knee up, exhale down. Inhale, exhale. So if you can lengthen the back of your body into the floor, and then lengthen the front of your body over the length of the back of the body. So you're not creating a shortening with this movement as you can. We'll work on opening this tomorrow in our vinyasa. Work here. We're extending the legs. Inhale up, exhale down. Eyes closed. Breath is steady. Soften the grip of your hips. Use the freedom of this crease that you've created. Let your legs move, opening the low abdomen. Without so much holding, opening. New territory, new possibility. Last 2 days. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hips up, hands out, palms open, heels wide. Body free. Knees bend. Lift your hips with your palms face down. Lengthen your back, float your feet. So adjust as you need to feel long between your shoulders and your hips on the back body. Right toe down to to tap the block. Inhale up. Left toe down to tap the block. Inhale up. To tap. To tap. Good. Work here. If it's too far, tap to a couch or a chair. Advancing your practice, bring your palms together. Keep both feet together as you can. Knees are bent, tips of your toes down to the block. Anchor your shoulders into the floor, your palms together. From the heels of your hands to your fingertips, be strong. Involve the upper body. As you're ready, the legs extend all the way to the blocks, or if it's better, heels to a couch or a chair. This is extra support for the low back and hips. Use your hands, palms press. Inhale up, exhale down. If you need to, you split it up. Draw your right heel down, keep your left up and up. Bring your left heel down and back up. So moving one at a time or both. Find the posture that suits your body, that suits your day. Close your eyes and settle into its rhythm. What can you open? Rather than a place of deep constraint, you've built this. How can you move that has opening rather than closing? Knees bend, feet down, free your hands. Hands wide, palms open, legs long, heels wider than the blocks. Into our depths. Walk your feet in. Draw
your knees in, hands on the outside edges of your knees. Open and close your knees. Let your hips rock side to side. Settle the low back, shake out the knees and the feet. The joints are free. Most modified a strap across your shins, holding the outside of your knees, holding the strap at the outside of your knees. Stay. Or wrap your inner elbows around your outer knees and hold the strap more closely, knees will widen. Or one hand holds the opposite wrist. Build a bind so that the work is only in the grip of your hands and the rest of your body is easy. There's no work, no extra holding. And we can begin to soften the breath down into the belly, widening the mid-back and the length of the spine. Softening your face and the skin around your eyes, your lips. Softening everything that holds this bind except just the one hand holding. What can you soften? What can you honor and dignify in your stillness? The throat is open, the chest, even the belly is open. As you release your shins, the legs extend 45 degrees, the arms open wide to the sides, and you exhale back into the center, hands to shins. Inhale, open. To exhale, close. Use your hands to help your legs. If it's too much, keep hold of your left and open only the right. Bring it in, keep hold of the right, open only the left. So work one side at a time if that's more appropriate to your back. Or both. And explore it. Explore the breath in and out of the gesture. Explore the pace and the potency of the move. Maybe it needs to be very, very slow and graceful. Maybe it needs to flush something out. Make it yours. Close your eyes and settle it in. reaching halfway. Stay with it. If you choose, one option is to pause. Knees bend, feet flat, palms open. Let yourself be still. And let your stillness be your practice for the second half of this movement. If you're staying right here, just check in. That can build, it can be a warm-up and build strength, and it can build heat, and this might be a place for just this sweetest extra release, which may quicken, which may have a little bit of disorder in the wrists, in the fingers, a little bit more permission, a little bit more intimacy. Even as you stay steady in your structure, let it be more personal. Let it be more personal. Inhale, extending, exhaling, closing, eyes closed. All yours. All of you. Two, and one. Feet down, palms wide, hands a little higher than the head, legs out long if you choose, or keep your knees bent. Just pause long. Shake of the knees, wag of the tail. Walk it in. Walk it in. Shelter from the storm. Draw your right knee into your chest, interlace your fingers, keep it close, left leg goes long. Inhale your left heel high, exhale, comes down. Inhale up, exhale, down. Swift, free. Roll your ankles, open and close your toes, get it all the way through you, right to the tips of your toes. For 5, 4, 3, 2. Left heel down, right knee in. Change. Right leg long, left knee in. Interlace your fingers, keep it close. Right heel high and then low. Widen the back of your hips. Widen your shoulders into the floor. Lengthen your spine. Roll your ankles open and close your toes. Find it all the way to the tips of your toes. Three, 2. Rolling all the way up. Come to hands and knees. Set your blocks aside. Hands down, cat-cow, round your back, tuck of the chin, opening, closing. Letting your spine move again. Work there, or knees wide, toes together, rounding to child, hands flat. Rising up, drop your thighs to the floor, heart high. Exhaling to child, moving forward and back. Inhale forward, exhale back. Open, front and back body, even and strong. Keeping the heart high when you're ready. 2. And back. Tuck with the toes, downward facing dog. Drop your head. Broaden your shoulders, drop your feet, thighs back, knees soft. Walk your feet to your hands. Bend in the knees, hands to your hips, sink your seat, lift your heart, stand up tall, hands up. And widen down, knees bend, folding. Inhale up and down. Rising, folding. Now when you're ready, hands down the backs of your legs and rising. Find the one that works for you. As it opens, it quickens. Up out of the hips, up out of the abdomen, rising. Heels down, hands high. 3, 2. Hands high and wide. Out the hands, out the feet, bring it down to a seat. Legs crossed, spine tall, hands on thighs, eyes closed. Arrival. Pause your playlist.
Becoming more and more familiar with yourself as an agent of intention. That what we bring to mind can be brought into the world more and more easily. This is the sign of a practice to continue.